Okay, so Miniset. Sorry for the Twitter video quality, it's just the compression is garbage, but Miniset has been announced. It is officially coming out on the 2nd, and there are a couple of cards that were being shown right now. So the first one is Need for Greed. It is a Demon Hunter looking card, tradable, draw 3 cards. If drawn this turn, this costs 3. So I'm assuming this will be good with a Quest Demon Hunter where you draw a buttload of cards, you'll draw this, and you'll be able to draw 3 cards for 3 mana. It's pretty good. I'm actually okay with cards like this. Normally, cards are supposed to, like, the old value of card draw was 1.5 mana per card draw, and Arcane Intellect was the standard. But I'm okay with 1 mana per card drawn if it's conditional. Cram Session, drawing 4 cards for 2 mana is too much. Refreshing Springwater, drawing 2 cards for essentially 1 mana is too much. But 3 cards for 3 mana is fine if it's conditional. Same thing with like Backfire. So we got the Need for Greed, pulls up closer, I went over it faster. Okay, we got Crow's Nest Lookout. A rogue card, battlecry, deal 2 damage to the left and right most enemy minions. No, it's also a Demon Hunter card. Sorry, I thought it was rogue for a second. I kind of like the design of this card, actually. Dealing something to the left and right most. Just flavor-wise, I think it's pretty cool. Because it's like kind of like Outcast and it synergizes something with Kurtrus. But I don't think this card looks super good. It could be good in a sort of like control-y style deck. You could probably run this in a Quest Demon Hunter maybe. Just spitballing ideas for a little bit of removal into aggro. But I think dealing 2 damage is too little. Because most of the powerful minions in the meta right now are like 3 HP. So if this were a 3 mana like 1/2 that did 3 damage to both the left and rightmost minion, I feel like this would be a lot better. 2 damage just feels kind of lackluster to me. Druid of the Reef. Choose 1, transform into a 3/1 with Rush or a 1/3 with Taunt for 1 mana. That's actually broken. That's actually broken. Hold up. We can, 1 second. If we go to the collection of cards here, there is a Rush minion in the game that is a 3 mana or a 2 mana 3/1 Rush minion. This would literally be that, but 1 mana cheaper with the flexibility to also be a taunt in some situations. This card's very good. Just in terms of value. I'm not sure if it'll necessarily be like broken, but it's very good. Defies Blastfisher. Also, by the way, this is on Hearthstone's official Twitter. Just throwing that out there so you know it's for realsies. Defies Blastfisher. Deal 2 damage to random enemy. Repeat for each one of your beasts. I like this, and I also don't. I think for Hunter, it won't see play because it's just too expensive. Again, if this were like 1 mana cheaper or 2 mana cheaper and like really bad stats, like a 3 mana 2/2 with this ability, maybe. But it's just too expensive for what you're getting. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I'll respond to it in a second. But yeah. Also, somebody's saying that this was a demon. Yeah, it is. You could copy it with Philosophy, but I don't think it's actually going to do much to copy with Philosophy. They're better demons. But yeah, deal 2 damage to random enemy. Like, yes, if the enemy has no minions on board, let's just say you're playing against like a mage or a rogue and they have no minions, this could do a lot of damage to the face. But at 5 mana, I just feel like you have to play around so much removal. Like, the opponent, if they're a warrior, right, they could coin out Brawl before you're even able to play this, or trade into minions. Like, I just don't feel like it'll do that much damage for 5 mana, and it's so expensive, you're never really going to be able to combo it. So far, this card looks good for Demon Hunter. I'd say that this card's like a 3 out of 5. This card's kind of bad, I'd say 2. This card's like a 4. And because of flexibility, I'd say it's a 4.5. This one's like a 3, kind of gimmicky, but I could see it working. It's just a little bit expensive. And let's see the next one. Next one's a another Hunter card. Battlecry, repeat the last friendly death rattle that triggered. Elwyn Boar Hunter, baby, it's coming back. It's gonna be a thing. Even more cards coming out. Okay, so you got the Mage. It's an 8 mana 6/6, but repeat the last spell you cast that costs 5 or more. So this is pushing not Quest. Very happy about that. What spells would you want from that, though? What spells for me? I mean, they might be coming out with spells that are expensive, so I'll hold out for a second. But if we want to look at spells, it could be a Pexus Blast. It could be an Apexis Blast, which isn't bad. I'm sorry, I clicked 5 specifically. Refreshing Spring Water to draw cards is good. Mask of Cthulhu, Flame Strike, Deep Freeze is solid. Grand Finale is also solid. Not as solid, I'd say. I'd say that the best targets are probably Mask, Flame Strike into Removal, and Refreshing Spring Water would be my go-tos, but not bad at all. Decent card, pushing a different archetype. Wait, this is just a lot of parrots. Paladin, Battlecry, repeat the last spell you've cast on a friendly minion, or on this. So, if you play Blessing of Authority the turn before, most likely that minion will survive. Boom, another Blessing of Authority. Or another Libram of Hope. You could Libram of Hope a minion instead of your face, perhaps, right? Because sometimes you don't need the healing. And then boom, you play this again and get another 8/8. That's pretty solid. This card, I think, actually has a lot of potential. Like, I'd say this card's also a 3, good in some gimmicky decks. And the numbers are going to be like, 1 is unplayable, 2 is very niche, 3 could be actually playable, 4 is good in most decks, 5 is absolutely broken. So I'd say this is 3, could be usable. Other Death Rattle minions exist in Hearthstone. This one I think is probably a 3. I'd say this one might be, this one might be like a 3.5 actually, maybe 4, just because I think it can be used in other decks maybe. And then this one, was supposed to be like a 3 in a couple of niche decks, but I actually do think it could be playable. Maybe a 2.5. It's a little bit expensive. The Parrot, though, I think is a solid 4. I think this is a solid 4. Has a lot of potential and potentially Libram or hand buff or any sort of other buff paladin. Very good, but I don't think it's necessarily broken. Priest card, Amulet of Undying. Tradable, resurrect 1 friendly Death Rattle minion, upgrades when traded. Oh! I don't mind this card. People might be upset that Resurrect Priest might be coming back, but let's be honest here. Priest has been in a really bad spot for like 4 to 6 months now. Other than Shadow Priest when it first came out with the aggro and Elucia, that was kind of strong. But other than that, it's had very few good things. So I'm not totally opposed to this. Also, it'll be a board-based matchup, so they're gonna focus on playing Death Rattle minions, which means there's stuff to interact with. But like, let's just think about some good Death Rattle minions real quick. Off the top of my head, not even specifically Priest related, but the Light Tower Elemental is the first one. But if we go to Death Rattle, you could potentially have another Prime, a Shadow Spirit if you want to go aggressive, Call of the Grave to generate something good. Not to mention, you could actually make Elwyn Boar Priest work now a little bit more. That could be cool. There's potential there. I like this card. There are a couple of different ways you could go with that. I think it's a 3 to 4. Battlecry, if you're holding a Shadow spell, deal 2 damage. I like that as well. Just a nice little thing to help Shadow Priest after it was nerfed with the Elucia nerf. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. And then I'm pretty sure a rogue weapon, Blackwater Cutlass, that says tradable. After you trade this, reduce the cost of a spell in your hand by 1. Wait, this isn't even bad. It's a 1 mana 2/2 weapon. That's 1 mana for essentially 4 damage. But also mana cheat. So like if you already have a weapon or you don't want to keep this in your hand, I don't think it's necessarily that good. I don't know what you would run it in, but maybe a tempo aggro stealth rogue. This could be decent in actually. And if you don't want to play it or you already have a weapon, you can trade it away. I'd say that this is probably a 3. More cards, we love it. Shaman, repeat the last battle cry you played. Not bad. This could push a more battle cry oriented Shaman, where you could potentially even play around Bolner, which is the, not Death Rattle, I don't want that. The Bolner card right here, repeat the battle cries you played. I could see this pushing a more battle cry oriented style. I'd say that it's probably a 3. Shadowblade Slinger, a 1 mana Warlock card. If you've taken damage this turn, deal that much to an enemy minion. That is very good. That is a very good card. Because it would even be good in like normal handlock, right? Because you have Backfire, you have Raised Deads, you have Unstable Shadow Blast, you have Hero Power. This is basically for 3 mana. Worst case scenario, 3 mana. This is a 3 mana, 2/1, deal 2 damage, and draw a card. So that's not even that bad. And if you play Raise Dead and this, that's immediately 3 damage. Like, this is a good card. I'd say this is a 4. This is a genuinely solid card. Like a shipment, summon 2/1/1 imps, upgrade by 2 and traded. I like this. I like these tradable cards that upgrade when traded because it gives you another reason to trade them. I like this. I like the direction they're going with some of these tradable cards. I'm a fan of that. And it's a 1 mana 2/1/1 imps. This could be good in a Zoolock. You can trade it away and maybe draw it again later and get 4 of them out. Which can synergize with some cards. There's some Warlock cards that buff a wide variety of things, right? Sorry, I skipped it. Next one is Man the Cannons. Deal 3 damage to a minion and 1 damage to other minions. So it's basically like reverse Bolus Strike, where it does 1 and then 2. Now it does 3 and then 1. Both of them are 2 mana, deal 5. Just a slightly different way of doing it. I like this. This could actually replace Minefield for me, maybe. But Minefield has the potential to kill more minions and kill higher health minions, so probably not, but could be good in a Control Warrior for sure still. After hero attacks, deal 2 damage to a random enemy twice. And it's a pirate. So not only does it help pirate synergy, but it's gonna be summoned off of the Juggernaut, and you're gonna automatically get a weapon every time with the Juggernaut. So this is basically just guaranteed 4 damage also when you finish your quest. And if you draw a little bit later, it'll do damage if you have a weapon. You could play maybe, yeah, this is just good. I don't think that it'll ever really be played for tempo on 3. Because it could be killed, but maybe like after you play a weapon, then you play this. Could be pretty solid. I like this card. I think it'll be good in Pirate Warrior. And then 3 mana, Battlecry, destroy a beast and gain +1/+1. I don't know how much I like this card. I don't think beasts are really that prevalent in the meta, but you know, more power to them. I think that this card is probably going to be like a 2. If beasts are huge in the meta, this could be very good, like if Hunter becomes strong. And okay, I will admit, the fact that they're coming out with a lot of pirates, all of these pirates, or not pirates, parrots are beasts. So this does kind of make a little bit more sense that way. But I still don't know how good it'll be. Because sure, you can tech it into stuff, but like, I guess the Pack Mule's a beast, which a couple of different decks run, like Hand, Warlock, and Paladin. There are a couple of different things that it could be good into. But yeah, and then this is basically the trailer for the new set. We can watch it real quick, get hype, and that will be it. Blizzard Entertainment presents.
Defiers gang, step up! Through twists and curves that turn your nerves, the dead minds cast a spell.
Okay. I think this would have been better to watch before looking at the cards, but I'm glad I'm watching it now. But it's obviously pirate focused. I like these musicals, man.
There's more.
There's more.
Another minor shore to sail the seas. You say there's more, another Stormwind war. But wait, there's more. Let's find a common door. We'll help Van Cleet to settle beef, and I'll get my encore. What's this? There's more. More scrubbing of the...
Wait, Edwin Van Cleef, is he gonna come back? They haven't released the, they haven't teased the legendary cards that are coming. Van Cleef might come back? Oh, snap, that would be sick, actually.
Now do the job, you scurvy slobs, or I'll toss you overboard.
Oh, probably a legendary Murloc pirate. Cool. I apologize if this, like, that Murloc pirate's important. I don't follow World of Warcraft or Warcraft lore that much, so I apologize if I missed something. I'm gonna be honest, as much as I flame Blizzard, this is pretty fun. The things that they do with these videos, they're always energetic. I like their videos and trailers and stuff. But okay, so they ended up teasing 5, 10, 15 cards Usually mini sets have 35, so I predicted there will be at least 10 to 20 more cards to be teased. And at least like 2 to 4 legendaries. So I am excited about this, very much so. Yeah, this is gonna be hype. I'm excited. Cannot come soon enough. It's coming November 2nd. Very excited. I hope you guys are too. Sorry that this took up some of the video time. I also need to post this as a video. And I would recommend you all watch that to help support me in the algorithm. You guys can dip out of the stream real quick, watch the like 6-minute video, or just mute it and put it in the background, and then come back to the stream. It would help me a ton. I'm gonna post it right now, so sorry if I don't play games and I just like show my face for a little bit as I do a quick little edit and thumbnail, but that's it.